everybody, I'm Josh Must Destroy. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the E100, which is a tier 10 that I very much enjoy. It was actually my second tier 10. We're going to have a quick look at the stats, and we're going to have a couple battles for you today, one by myself and one by a friend of mine. So, first off, you can see that the turret has 250 millimeters of armor on the front, 150 on the sides, 150 on the rear. The hull has 200 on the front, 120 on the sides, and 150 on the rear. But the lower glacis is really big, and it's pretty flat, meaning tier 10 mediums and lights are going to pin you pretty easily on that lower glacis. And same thing with the turret cheeks. Once people switch to Pramo, they're going to pin those turret cheeks pretty easy. So when you're playing the tank and you're trying to side scrape, you got to make sure that you really angle that turret to maybe about here, so that they don't pin your, so that they at least have a challenge at pinning your turret. It has 2,651 damage per minute with a reload time of 14.48, and that gives it a 640 alpha on the AP shell, a 550 alpha on the heat shell, and a 960 alpha on the high explosive shell, which is one of the things that I really like about this tank, is the high explosive damage. It's got 258 millimeters of penetration on its AP shell, 334 on the heat, and 85 on the HE. It's got an aiming time of 5.4 seconds, which is not the best, but I mean, the dispersion is 0.362, so it's not like super accurate like your T62As and whatnot. But it can hit shots, which, at least for me, I always seem to be hitting my shots in it. Do let me know in the comments below if that's just me, because I seem to be hitting quite a few of my shots when I'm in this tank, and I don't really seem to miss. It does have 7 degrees of gun depression, top speed 30 kilometers per hour, so it is quite slow, but, I mean, it's a super heavy, so you can get used to the speed. Especially with that gun, you're doing high damage per shot, and that can really make people mad. So our first replay for this video is from me, and we are on Dynasty's Pearl, and I mean, it's going to be a pretty easy game, in my opinion. I mean, it's nothing too special. We don't really even do 6k damage, but it was my first ace in tier 10, and when I got it, I was like, yeah, this needs to be put in a video. And so here the video is. So we're going to go with on the medium side of the map. I really don't. I prefer going the medium route on this map. I don't really like going the heavy route. I'll go the heavy route if my team is going there, but I prefer the medium route because there's it's a lot easier to use your gun depression on the medium route, and that is what makes this tank that's what makes it really fun. Because when you get into those positions where you can use your gun depression, that's when your turret can become harder to penetrate. We haven't spotted anybody yet, although there is the WZ. I believe he is capping B, but then we got spotted, so a little bit cautious, and that's not bad. But there's no one really over here, and that is another reason why, because I don't like going the heavy route, and that is why I didn't go this round, because I wanted to stick with my team. So we're going to turn around and we're going to try and defend the flank because we know that there are people on our rear. So we want to make sure that we're ready for them so that we don't get flanked, because when you're in an E100 and you get flanked, your turret traverse isn't the best. Meaning when you get a medium on your rear, just constantly putting shots into you, you can't do anything. And we spot the WZ and he bounces us because the tracks are pretty thick. So if you wiggle and jiggle or just get lucky like I did, they can hit your tracks, they will track you, and it will not damage you. The E50 is trying to flank as well, so we're going to put a shot into him because we don't want to poke around that corner and get shot by the WZ. And that E50 isn't the smartest. I don't know what he's doing, but he's not paying any of us any attention. He's focusing on some other teammate that's, I don't know, he's not shooting us, and he should be helping out this WZ right here. Because this WZ is going to suffer without the help. The E50 is going to turn around and try and shoot us, but he's I don't know what he's doing. He's not really being cautious, and to me it's just free damage. He tries to get away, but our IS-8 shoots him and leaving him on a one-shot. The WZ shoots us, and he does penetrate us, because our lower glacis is quite easy to pin, and you can actually shoot through this tank's tracks if you over-angle too much, and it will pin. That's another reason what makes it hard to side scrape, and I honestly don't know what I was thinking here. I probably should have moved up sooner to keep that WZ from just pushing on us. And we're actually not going to side scrape this angle because we know our team is behind us, and we are going to get a high roll and a fire to clear that WZ, and the rest of the battle is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to keep rolling forward, and this tank is slow, so it is going to take us a while to get to the team, and it's a 5-on-4, so things are looking pretty easy. We're on 3k damage, almost 3.5 minutes into the game, and you see this nice juicy waffle, so we're going to slap a HE shell into him for 974 damage, putting us on 4k damage, and yeah, he's going to put a shot into us for roughly 640, and we're going to try and go for the ram kill, but we don't get it, so we just shoot him. Leaving one person left, and that is the grill, and I believe we're only going to get one more shot on this round. I mean, right now we've done a decent job. We're on 4.3k damage. We've blocked 920. You're not going to block too much damage in this tank. You can bounce if you know what you're doing, but it's not going to be like an everyday thing. We're going to put a shot into the grill for 1,000 damage with a fire, and that's going to be the last shot that we get for this battle. So, like I said, pretty easy battle. We end this battle on 5.3k damage with 920 damage blocked. I honestly don't know how that was an ace, but it was, so I'll take it. So our next battle is from a good friend of mine, Carl Podell, and who is also a subscriber, and he actually has a pretty nice game here. He's going to go the middle of the map with his platoon mate, the M60, who does okay. I mean, he spots, but the M60 doesn't really do anything special. It's Carl who does the special. Right away, the IS-4 gets spotted, and so is Carl. He's already spotted. That M46 is being a pain right now. That M46 needs to die, but we're gonna ignore the M46 right now. We're going to go for the IS-4, who we know is just around this corner, and because we want to clear the IS-4. The IS-4 is a good tank to take out. So yeah, we're going to put a shell into the IS-4 for 580. The penetration's not bad, as you can see, because that IS-4 was pretty easy to penetrate. The IS-4 is known for its really troll armor. Yeah, so we're going to poke forward again. The IS-4 is not really shooting us, so we're going to clear the IS-4, and then we're going to go up this hill and try and take care of that M46, who was the one who spotted us earlier. And when you get to like these situations where you're having to go up a hill, yeah, you're going to notice that the speed is pretty bad, and it's going to take you a while. The M46 does pull up there, which we weren't expecting, and he puts a shell into Carl with 309 damage, but our platoon mate, the M60, is going to take out that M46, which is a good tank to take out. I mean, it's not a special tank, but it's a good tank to take out nonetheless, because it is a tank that can bully this tank if it can get around to the rear. We're going to put a shell into that T-22 medium. If I were him, I probably would have gone for the heat, seeing as how the T-22 medium has really good armor. But, I mean, I guess it paid off in the end. I believe Carl was trying to see if he could get a blind shot, but he decided to keep rolling forward. Probably the smartest idea. 2 minutes into the game, and we're on 1.7k damage. So we haven't really done anything special yet. And we spot the grill, who's in the back doing grill things. So we're going to deal with him. And he moves back to the hill, so we're going to have to chase him. And when you're chasing people in this tank, that's another thing with the speed. You're going to really suffer in chasing people. So it's not a tank where you want to be chasing people, really. Carl's going to drive over this hill, and he's going to put a shell into the grill. And like I said, with the HE, his platoon mate is taken out. With the HE, you can do big boy damage like that. 1,000 damage into the grill. And I don't know what the grill's doing. The grill should have taken this shot right here, because this shot right here is crucial. But he just puts a HE shell into him. If he had fired heat or anything like that, probably could have pinned, and that would have been the crucial. That was the crucial shot. We're gonna assure that we get the shot, and we do, taking out the grill, leaving it a 2 versus 3. We're on 3.5k damage, and we spot the T-22 medium, who rushes us and is putting heat into us. Now, the T-22 medium is a good tank to take out. He rams us, which, stupid thing to do. Might probably cost them the game. And you'll see why in a little bit. The T-22 is being annoying right now. He's getting around to the side of the tank, but Carl isn't going to let him. He's going to put a shell into his side and leaving him on a one-shot. T-22 medium is continuing to circle him, so we're going to have to take out that tank quickly because it is a good tank to take out. And we spot someone else on our rear, the 121B. So right now, things are looking pretty impossible for Carl. Not looking like he's going to make it out of this alive. But he gets a nice bounce from the 121B, who, I don't know what he's doing. If I were that 121B, I would have pushed Carl by now, seeing as how the 121B can take a shot from Carl, and it'll only take a shot or two to kill Carl. And then we notice that the E100 is full hit points. So this is already looking really, really bad for Carl. But I don't know what the E100 is doing. He keeps on moving, and he's not. I don't believe Carl's going to lose a single bit more HP. He might, but then the E100 just he looks away, and I mean that's great for Carl. He's shooting at the grill, but that's great for Carl because he can put a max roll into him for 800 damage, leaving the grill to take him out. We're on 6k damage, and 2 minutes left on the clock, and it's a 1v1. And it's not looking to be in Carl's favor. The girl just died. Carl's on 3 kills. He's done a good job so far. And it's not looking too great for him right now. But the 121B isn't really going to do the smartest thing here. He's going to come the way that Carl expected him to come. And that is what cost them the game. Well, what cost them the game earlier is that grill and the 121B not pushing earlier. But that just goes to show how stupid teammates can be. Carl's going to be angling, because when you angle your turret in this tank, you can get those bounces. And that 121B, he's just going to keep rolling up forward. I don't know what he's doing, but Carl's going to put a HE shell into him, killing him with splash, ending Carl on almost 7,000 damage. He gets the ace, he gets the top gun, he gets 4 kills, and really good battle on his part. Thank you guys for the replays. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and happy tanking.